And finally, to Japan, which is on high alert. That's because of a mysterious infection that is surging across the country. Japan's health ministry has advised people to take COVID pandemic-like precautions to deal with this bacterial infection commonly known as STSS. But what is this deadly infection, its symptoms, and how is it spreading so rapidly across Japan? Our next report offers answers to these critical questions.
Japan is staring at a potential health crisis. A mysterious, rare but dangerous infection has made its way deep inside the land of the rising sun. And it's spreading at a record rate while doctors and health officials struggle to identify the cause. This bacterial infection is what doctors call the streptococcal toxic shock syndrome, commonly known as the STSS. Most cases of STSS are caused by a bacterium commonly known as Strep A. The symptoms are similar to those caused by later strains of the coronavirus. It can cause sore throat mainly in children. Many people could be infected without knowing, as they may not fall ill, so essentially they become carriers. Older people can experience symptoms that are like a common cold. In rare cases, the symptoms can worsen to tonsillitis, pneumonia, and meningitis. Strep A infections can be treated with antibiotics, but severe cases could need intensive medical attention. In some cases, it can cause serious illnesses, health complications, and even death, particularly in adults over 30. About 30% of STSS cases are fatal. So how does this infection spread? Much like COVID-19, it spreads through droplets and physical contact. The bacterium can also infect patients through wounds on the hands and feet. Authorities in Japan have confirmed the spread of a highly infectious strain of STSS. Japan's National Institute of Infectious Diseases, or the NIID, is still investigating this virus. They say the number of cases in 2024 will exceed those recorded in 2023. So far, 378 cases have already been recorded this year in all but 2 of Japan's 47 prefectures. 941 cases were recorded in 2023. So what caused the rapid rise of these infections in Japan since last year? Some experts believe it's connected to lifting of restrictions imposed during the coronavirus pandemic. Japan removed all pandemic border measures in April 2023. In May 2023, the government downgraded COVID-19 status from Class 2, which includes tuberculosis and SARS, to Class 5, placing it on legal par with the seasonal flu. These measures prompted people to lower their guard. Many abandoned basic measures to prevent infections, like wearing masks, and sanitizing hands also took a back seat. As the cause of these infections remains a mystery, Japan's health ministry is asking its people to follow the same hygiene precautions they did during the coronavirus outbreak. But the question is, will Japan now see a return of the pandemic way of life?
From impeachments to inaugurations, if it's a political story, we are on the scene. The race for the White House is heating up.
We're beating Biden.
How dare he say that?
If it's breaking news, we're live with the latest coverage. From the White House, the State Department, and Capitol Hill, we know the issues, but above all, we know the players to bring you the latest in-depth analysis on all the key stories that we're covering. I'm Eric Ham. Join me from Washington here on Firstpost America.